the boss of World Vision, have you noticed that anger, that sense of moral outrage and sort of thirst for justice? Is that slowly becoming the norm rather than, oh, there's a charity and I need to give to them? Is it sort of slowly changing, or is it still World Vision, it's a charity, or is it there's World Vision, the justice organisation?
It's certainly the justice organisation. I think we are identified as doing a heap of fantastic work, lots of child sponsors, but now having a voice that matches our size and saying to governments and to corrupt police, we're watching you. And if you're taking a little bit of money in order to turn a blind eye to those kids that have been trafficked, World Vision is on your case. I think also what has shifted in the last 10 or 15 years, if people came up to me 10 years ago, they'd say something like this: I really admire you, roll up your sleeves, you're working with the poor, fantastic. Now when people come up to me, they say, let me tell you what my company's doing. Let me tell you what my local community is doing about these issues. I think there is a whole lot more engagement that's personal, that rolls up the sleeves, that says, I'm going to get involved in the great injustices in the world. That, I think, is fantastic.
And people are certainly embracing that from a climate change perspective. Companies won't go, oh yes, we give off so much pollution. They'll actually start with, this is what we're doing, this is how many trees we're planting, or investing in green energy. Will there be that kind of sort of same kind of mainstream approach to the ethics within companies' supply chain, do you think? And what's World Vision doing to work with corporate supply chain ethics?
Yeah, we are saying to companies, even if you don't trade overseas, you source supplies from the developing world. Ask the question, do we pay our suppliers enough for the kids to go to school? And put that's one of the Millennium Development Goals, universal primary education. Put it in your annual report. Say what you're doing toward that. Do we pay enough wage for them to access healthcare, to access when a mother's giving birth, a proper midwife? 500,000 women every year in our world die giving birth. Next Mother's Day, just think of that.
Yeah.
As you're celebrating your own mother. 500,000, 200,000 are in our region, in Asia Pacific.
Yeah.
It's just an obscene figure. The Millennium Development Goals, one of the goals is to reduce by 2/3 the number of maternal deaths in giving birth.
Yeah.
As a company, write that into your annual report. Talk about, well, we ask these questions of our suppliers. We may not be doing business over there, but we know we still have some leverage. Those are really important practical steps that companies can take, along with the obvious environmental ones. What's our carbon footprint? What are we doing to offset it?
How do you promote to companies to start thinking more triple bottom line and being socially responsible? What are some of the tricks in your tool bag? If you wanted to influence them and, a bit of, come on Shell, or come on XYZ.
You say to them, your shareholder wealth, your real property wealth today isn't physical assets, it's intellectual capital. And you need to be recruiting the brightest and best, and you need to be keeping the brightest and best. And guess what? Those brightest and best, by and large, now have a global ethic. They're going, are we going to make it in the 21st century? Because global warming and global terror and these global challenges mean I'm not just thinking of making a stack of money for this company that, I work 60 hours a week. I want to know, am I also helping solve the big challenges that are going to overwhelm us in the 21st century? So a company that is environmentally on the ball, that is socially doing good sustainable development, that's giving back, is a company that the brightest and best are going to stay with. And they're going to be more productive, and they're going to generate greater wealth and profit. So there is a sweet spot there that companies...
Sorry.
That is pretty loud.
I'm sorry.
Not at all.
It's live TV. Sorry about that.
You can cut that last bit. I'll finish the last bit, will I?
Keep rolling.
Yeah.
Keep rolling.
Yeah. Okay.
It's nature. You want to make sure that it's...
No, it's fine. We'll have it. We'll have the music.
Sell that quickly.
So companies that actually are saying to their employees in recruiting them, you know, you can believe in this company. You can believe in this company. We get the big picture. We're in resonant. We resonate with what are the important agendas for this century. Are the smart companies.